All right. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, January 10th, and I have the honor and privilege today of introducing Sarah Rhinelander. I am Marianne Cox. I'm a diamond with the company. I've been with the company coming up on my year anniversary of doing a 10-day, really a 30-day reset. So I just want to take a moment to really recognize and acknowledge Sarah for her incredible leadership and how that has really transpired for me in stepping into a different level of my business and really my life. And so I just feel that we're so lucky to have these leaders, and Sarah is one of them, and she holds the container for all of us. And it's so powerful to just be given these little sproutings of inspiration and applicable action steps to then go out and activate our business. So thank you, Sarah, for all of that. And thank you for your continued friendship. And I'm excited to be here today with you all.
Oh, thank you, Mary Ann. Aloha, everybody. Welcome to our mastermind. I'm so excited to be here with you. I got a little bit slowed down at my daughter's school this morning, so I just hopped on 1 minute late. But today is Wednesday, January 10th. This is a amazing moment in the month, in the year. This is kind of like, and I'm sure all of you I'm looking at the chat and seeing that all of you are kind of feeling that, like, whoa, okay, all of a sudden, like, the holidays are done. People are kind of grounding back into their bodies, healing from whatever sicknesses that they got over the holidays, kind of like getting back into life and looking around and going, oh my gosh, I'm writing 2018 on my checks. What just happened? It's a new year. This is crazy. And so now all of a sudden people are going, well, what's going on? Like, what am I going to do this year, this whole year, that's different from what I did last year? So there's a lot of people who are really in a space of newness, of possibility, of self-inquiry, and of openness to doing something different. And so, it is right now is kind of really, in a way, like the beginning of wave 2. This is almost like the very beginning. All of this other stuff that was happening was kind of this pregame. We had a breakdown wave 1, which we all know was intense in a lot of ways. We're still doing a little bit of that breakdown, but for the most part, the demolition phase is over. And now we're moving into, we went through some of that rebuilding phase. And now at this point, a lot of that stuff is behind us. And I want to honor everybody who has been here for a little while and who has really moved through that experience of like, whoa, okay, things are different, things are changing, this is intense. And now, there's so much possibility, there's so much newness. And I love how Dave talks about it as like this movie, Bless the Beast and the Children, I think it was called, where there were these children and there was a pasture of buffalo, and they were in captivity and they were in this fence, and these children broke down the fence, opened the gate, opened up the gate for them and set them free. And the buffalo just kind of stood there and they didn't do anything. They didn't go anywhere because they didn't realize they just couldn't even conceptualize the fact that things were different. And so I'm here to tell you guys right now that things are different right now. Things are different than they have been. Everything is put into place. There is an incredible amount of, like I said, this beautiful field of possibility, and it's just wide open. We have created a disruptor model in this industry. Not just in the industry of network marketing, but in the industry of food, in the industry of natural healing, in the industry of all these, weight loss, everything. But we have something so precious and so unique. And right now it's like the on button just got bloop, okay, boom, the spaceship is ready to take off. So I really want to encourage you guys to grab a hold of that frequency of really knowing that we are on. This is the timing, and absolutely everything that we've already created and that's all set is ready. And I know that there are a lot of you guys, and many of you are in my Go Diamond group, the Diamond Run group right now, and we're really focusing on massive action in recruiting. Massive action in recruiting, meaning, and recruiting isn't really necessarily like my favorite word. I kind of think about college applications and stuff, like, well, recruiting. But maybe more what we're talking about here is massive action in magnetizing to us the people that are looking for what we have, are praying for what we have, and the people that we are praying in to our lives and our business. So I'm going to give a little bit of a breakdown, and we're going to talk about influencers today. We're going to talk about a couple of other things as well, just some announcements and kind of like getting you guys up to speed on certain things that just recently changed too. But I really wanted to kind of talk about these two pathways that we have. And because we just unveiled and really opened up this whole customer pathway, this whole customer model, right? And the customer model is based on, really being able to simplify, streamline, and in some cases, like, there's a kind of a tendency to move away from some of those tools that we use, like connect calls and getting people on calls if they just want the products and stuff. So there's kind of been a split. It used to be that we always would try to get every single person onto a call so that they could really get this deeper download, feel welcomed, meet someone from the community, and get plugged in right away. So now there exists the simplified version of being able to send people to the website with your gift code and have them order something. And I want to make sure that you guys are not losing the magic and the power of really staying connected with your customers. Staying connected, staying plugged in. It's not just like, oh, churn and burn, sign them up and move on to the next person, right? Every single person who you share with, whether they're a customer or a brand partner right away, all those customers have the potential, and they have the ability to become crown. And to tell you the truth, this is something maybe not all of you know, the vast majority of the crowns in this company did not have any desire to build a business when they first got started. They did not, they were just like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. Sonia Magruder, who is she's a high-level real estate agent. She, was very, very, very successful in her life and in her work before Purium, and is now a 4-star crown. She just wanted to get healthy. Like someone just gave her a card, and she tried it out, and she kind of like got on the products and then started sharing with people, just because she was having a great experience. She wasn't trying to make money. And then one day she got a check in the mail, and she realized that the check that she got from Purium was the same amount or more than the check that she was getting from one of her rental properties on a monthly basis. And all of a sudden it clicked for her, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I had to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into that rental property in order to make the same amount of money that I'm making from sharing this awesome thing that I lost some weight and feel better, and it's just naturally coming. So our customers are the new model is really based on this idea that if we get so many more people exposed to the products, if we can get the products into the bodies of more and more people really quickly and really deeply, then there's going to be a percentage of those people who are going to want to start to share. So even if you are sharing with a customer, just a customer, that person's just a customer, it's really beautiful to bring in a little bit of foreshadowing for them, or ask them the question that David Litt likes to ask, which is, you know, if you like this as much as I think you will, would you be open to sharing it? Right? So setting up some kind of expectation with them, or some kind of, you know, you don't need to like hit them over the head and be like, join my business, blah, 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 right? But giving them that, you know, that the languaging, starting the conversation in that, with your inner posture, knowing that whatever it is that they're doing to make money, even if they're a, you know, 6-figure real estate agent, that we have something that can create a very powerful second stream of income, and that is better. It's not perfect, but it is better than most of the things out there that people are doing right now to live, to make financial, you know, to make money. So the customer path is a path that we can ease in people. And if you have influencers that you're working with, or that you're interested to work with, you know, especially the influencers, but really all of your customers, you want to stay connected with them so that when they start to have a great experience, this is what you want to start to ask them. Has anybody noticed? Right? Like, you want to be checking in when someone in the Diamond Group we're kind of like posting our activities and stuff, and people have been posting, oh, I have 3 people that are about to finish the cleanse, right? So that's when you really want to drop in with them and ask them, great, tell me about your experience. How have you been feeling? Have people been noticing? Okay, so we want to be able to transition our customers, our really happy customers, into brand partners if they are having a great experience. So that's kind of pathway number 1. And I just went a little deeper into that than I was going to, but you guys get the picture, right? The customer path is, you know, what gift card and a website, hopefully more than that. You want to really set up this container for them to know that, yeah, there's a lot to this. There's a lot of power and potential in this. And that's why I typically personally put everybody, whether they're just customers or potential brand partners, I always put them into Shift to Wealth, just so that they can get that idea. They can have that private opportunity to search through some information. And you'd be surprised at how many people, especially right now at this time of the year, are going, I need to figure something out that's going to help me change these things in my life. I need to figure out a way to be able to create more income in my life, because what just happened last year is not, I can't do that again, right? Like, I can't do that anymore. Is that resonating for anybody right now? Is anybody like in that place in your life right now where you're feeling like last year I cannot repeat last year? And of course we're talking about the health, but we're also talking, this call is more devoted to the wealth. So Alex, yeah. Anybody else, just type a Y if you have any kind of feeling of like, oh goodness gracious, you know, something's got to give. Yeah. Okay. So this is the dominant paradigm that we live in. This is it right here. People are not walking around with a sign around their neck that says, I'm 3 months behind on my rent, or, you know, I can't pay my child's school tuition and I don't know what I'm going to do, or, you know, like I don't have health insurance. You know, there's so many different reasons, and there's so many different things that people aren't talking about, that they don't really put out there. And yet almost everybody, I think Ashley posted something the other day that said that like 90, or I don't remember, some crazy high percentage of the people in this country have less than $1,000 in savings. And I know that Skulteti's talked about that in the past, of the $400 emergency. Most people, if they had a $400 emergency, meaning their car broke down, or, you know, they had a medical bill, they would not be able to pay easily that $400. Okay, thanks, Bethany. Thanks, girl. My numbers brain is gonna stick that thing in there. 68% of people in this country have less than $1,000 saved in their bank account. And this is where I'm going to transition you guys right now into this idea of the influencer. Because here's the truth. It doesn't matter if you have 200,000 followers on Instagram, if you are a high-level healthcare practitioner, if you're a, super popular yoga or Pilates teacher, if you're a personal trainer, if you are a musician, someone in the public eye who has a large following, those people are just like us. Almost all of the people, especially, and I can speak as a health practitioner myself, right? It can be really easy to look at someone's following and be like, oh my gosh, that person's so successful. That person's so successful. They have so many followers, or they have, they've been like a naturopath for 20 years, and like everyone in town goes to them, or whatever it is. We can have this idea that someone who is influential and has this like relationship with large numbers of people, that they've got it all figured out. Does anybody think that? Does anyone have that like feeling of like, oh my gosh, that person, like I could never talk to them. They don't need this. They don't need this, right? That person is like got it dialed. They're so not needing like this Purium thing. I mean, I love Purium, but I don't think they would, right? People are, yeah, Kendra, that's awesome. So Kendra, you have that. Kendra, it looks like you've had a little mindset shift around that especially with, I'll say this, like, okay, I have a friend, she has 200,000 followers on Instagram. She babysat my kids the other night. And I was like, I have 3 kids. So I told her it's $20 enough. And she's like, it's more than enough, right? $20 an hour, because she has no money. She has 200,000 followers on Instagram, and she's not monetizing that at all. Right? And so being able to reach out and connect with people who you see, it's kind of this process of really just being like humble and knowing that, right, Lindsay, I saw her on my page. Yeah. She, it's so typical, and especially the people who have large followings on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, that it's not that easy to monetize. Most of those people are getting free things, right? They're getting like free yoga pants, or they're getting free, watches, or but they're not actually getting paid any money. So there's a huge amount of time that it takes to work with a large following to maintain that type of engagement and that type of growth in your following. But most people are not successfully making any money on it, which means they basically have another job that is free, that they're not getting paid to do besides, right? So there's something very powerful in just having that inner posture of looking at somebody, no matter what you think they have, right? And this is also something to know, is that most people, and you can read, like, there's different books on investing and managing your money and kind of things like that. And like, they'll all say that most of the people, when somebody walks into a financial advisor's house or office, the more that they posture that they have money, the nicer car they're driving, the bigger house they're living in, the nicer clothes, blah, 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 that most of the time those people who are really living that lifestyle have the biggest amount of debt and are the closest to financial ruin. So a lot of times we can look at someone and say, oh, that person, like, they don't need this, right? But in fact, those people who tend to posture that way or present that way are the ones who need this the most. And so it's us being able to be curious and create a space for someone to be heard. It's not like jumping down their throat and be like, oh my gosh, you know, like, you got to do period. Wait, oh, tell me about, like, you know, are you in debt? Like, da, da, da. Like, you want to be like an infomercial and all crazy on them. It's all about genuinely and curiously asking questions. And there is this formula called Ford. Oops, sorry, hang on a second. Ford, there we go, Ford. Family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. And where I start with that is with the occupation. When I'm talking to somebody and I go occupation dreams. Typically that's like, I go odd. I just talk about odd. But I really typically will start a conversation with, you know, very, very early on in whatever conversation that I'm opening up, whether it is on Facebook Messenger or at my dance class or whatever it is. And I will start the conversation within, you know, 1 or 2 sentences and be like, oh my gosh, so what are you doing for work now? Right? What are you doing for work now? And I will, I'll just listen. How's that working out? Oh my gosh, yeah, so totally tell me, are you like able to take vacations? How are the kids? Are you spending time with them? How's your husband? What's he, you know? So it's really kind of having this curiosity and creating an opening while you're talking, it's really a loving, honoring invitation for someone to be heard. And most of the time in our culture, we listen for the time that we can speak. We like are part of a conversation. Oops. Okay, there we go. We'll be participating in a conversation and we're just listening to the person enough to hear when they stop talking so that we can start talking about ourselves. It's just very natural. It's kind of part of that. And so being able to be an active listener, curious, ask questions, and create that loving space so that they can start to feel safe and open up. And especially with practitioners, you know, like practitioners are people who have large networks, who are used to helping people. And I'll just say that a lot of practitioners that I know had started their business or started their practice with a dream to support people to heal, really, to bring in something beautiful into this world. And they are not able to support themselves or to thrive financially. And their dream becomes, basically, they become like a slave to their business. And if you're a practitioner and that is, I'll say that was me. If you're a practitioner and that is resonating with you, drop a 1 in the comments, because I know we have a lot of practitioners here. And it's like, what the heck? You know, like I spend my every day of my life trying to help people feel better. And I feel like crap. Like I don't have what I need, right? So people who are in service, typically, not everybody. And, you know, I will say that there are people who this is not applicable to everybody. And for the most part, people who are in service are giving everything they have, just like Lindsay's saying, invested everything that they have and are not actually receiving what they need. And so this is a beautiful way, especially with practitioners or influencers on social media and all these other different things. It's really a beautiful and seamless way for us to, you know, for us or for any practitioners to be able to support our community in a better way, right? To incorporate another layer of support, another layer of what we offer without having to charge anything else. So this is important right here. This is kind of the breakdown that I want you guys to really internalize when you're talking to practitioners especially. Number one, you're giving your clientele another better layer of service. So we're allowing practitioners and influencers to serve their following or their client base better with really awesome nutrition that's super accessible and super affordable. Number two, that practitioner does not have to charge anything else, because a lot of times people who are in the healing arts have, that feeling of like, I don't want to charge more. Like, my people are they don't have anything else to give me. Like, they're not getting insurance, da, da, da. So it's being able to really give them something else without personally charging them anything else. You're not saying, well, come back for 10 more sessions next month and we'll work this out, right? It's like, here, instead of buying that food, buy this food, right? So we're giving them a better service that can be incorporated at just by swapping out something that they're already doing, right? Rather than me needing to charge them more or raise my prices or have them come in more often. So we're not charging them more. We're giving them a better service. And then the practitioner is creating a residual stream of income. So it's really taking that whole following, that whatever the following is, even real estate, all these different things, the following that we've already built, that the influencers already built and spent time and invested time and made their personal brand and done all this stuff. And it's really being able to lay on top of that another income stream from the work that we've already created. Does that make sense? Are you guys kind of like getting that picture? So there's kind of this 3-level experience. So we're giving them more service at no extra cost or no extra charge from us. And through doing that, we're creating another income stream. Is that, so Dan, anybody else like resonating with that? Drop a 2 if you're getting me, if you're hearing me here. Okay. Cool. And I know that we have a lot of practitioners. If any, I'm looking right now, I'm seeing like half of our team is practitioners or partnered with a practitioner. So awesome. So let me just check here. I'm going to make a really quick announcement, and then I'm going to open it up for questions and conversation around this. Two announcements. One is I want to make sure that you guys all know that and I'm not going to go too deeply into detail on this. There was a call last night for health professionals. But I want to make sure that you guys all know that the health professional program that we had since before I got started with Purium, actually before Purium became a network marketing company, when it was still a buyer's club in like 2007 or something, they created this health professional program, which gave anyone who had a license or a certification or any kind of like at all anywhere somewhat involved in the health field a 45% discount. And for a number of reasons, including, and I always knew from the time that I got started that program was not going to be a long-term program. And I know that a lot of people on this call are professionals through that program with that discount. And for quite a number of reasons, including for me, one really beautiful reason, well, one is financial, that it's like just the way the new website is. There's a couple different elements. Also, that's one of the reasons there's so much product on Amazon, is because a lot of the people who are professionals who have their like veterinarian certificate or their Reiki certificate or whatever it is, and they send it in, they get the discount, and then they sell it on Amazon. So there were a lot of problems on multiple different elements that were challenging for the company, and they finally have changed that professional program. So any of you who are professional right now, they did reduce, they finally cleared out the roles of all the people who hadn't been ordering 500 points every 3 months. So some of you may have lost your professional discount already because you were not keeping up with that requirement. And they are now changing from February on, the discount is going to be 35%, and it is it's a $400 per month requirement. And it's really, they were going to completely eliminate it, and they didn't want to eliminate it totally. So there is still that opportunity to get a discount if you already have been a professional and you want to continue to maintain that. But for me, what's so beautiful, there's a couple different things that are really opening up through this change in the professional discount and the program. One is that for me personally, and this is kind of the whole background of the Wave 2 philosophy, is that we are not signing up brand partners or professional brand partners because they want to save money, right? We are not creating, like, it used to be the old school model was become a professional, become a brand partner, become a distributor. Let's have the conversation. You want to be a distributor so that you can get the best price, right? And that's kind of the same way that the professional program was it was based on that same philosophy. Become a professional, buy more, and you'll get a cheaper price, right? So what we've done in Wave 2 is we've switched that around. And now it's not because you want to get a better price that you've become a brand partner. It's because you want to create an income stream. You want to make more money. Like, you are committed to that idea. It's not to save money, it's to make money. And so for all of these professionals, and I've had people ask, well, how do I talk to professionals now? The answer is you talk to them in the same way that you talk to everybody, which is you talk to them about what's going on in their practice. Are they making enough money to be able to survive and thrive and feel good? And if not, would they like to create another income stream? So we're just it's like we don't have to try to get professionals to say yes to us by offering them more of a discount. We are offering them a powerful way to incorporate another income stream and to really bring their own lifestyle to another place with all of the tools and all of the incredible offerings that we have. And on top of that, there is going to be a whole new emphasis on supporting professionals to make money. And there's going to be a lot of more tools, resources, and training. And that's happening in the next year. So that's kind of, we're freeing up some resources from giving them all the discount that they weren't even, like, many of them weren't even buying enough to be even like part of, it was just kind of like giving people a discount. They're not even buying what they're meant to be buying. Right. So we're transitioning, we're using some of that money that was kind of getting like lost in the atmosphere there. And we're going to be putting it towards creating focused programs to support professionals to leverage their following and their clientele better. So I just wanted to just really briefly touch on that, because I know that there has been, we do have a lot of health professionals in this team and a lot of people who have had that discount. And and then the other piece of that too is that the company's really going to start putting out a lot of specials and sales consistently. And I know for myself, when I was getting that big professional discount, 35%, yeah, that's correct. That's the discount now. That when I was getting my discount, I got it was basically the same that I would be paying if it was to get the special. And so I never got the specials. I just was like, I have my discount. I don't need to get the specials, right? And so now everyone's going to get the same opportunity to get those special prices in a bi-monthly pattern. And I'm really looking forward to supporting you guys to really emphasize those specials, really lead with the specials, really get out there and campaign with the specials and reach into our downlines that haven't been ordering and, really leverage that, because it's huge to have discounts that we're offering to people. So I'm excited about that. And it's $400 a month in order to maintain the 35% discount. And there are no new health professionals that are getting, they're phasing that out. So that's just a little update. I wanted to bring you guys all up to speed on that. And really, like with any change, there can be a feeling in the moment of like, whoa, that's different. And this is ugh. And I just want to really reassure all of you that this is very much for the best of everybody in the company, and it's going to open up a whole nother realm and way that we can work with these people in an effective, efficient, and create some more massive action. So that is that's the professional download. And the one other announcement that I wanted to make really quickly is we have a new pack. And this is the pack that I personally requested be created. It's the 4th 40-day bundle. It's slightly more expensive because the because of the configuration of products. They were trying to keep all the 40-day bundles the same price. And so there was in the Parasite Cleanse, there is no bottle of aminos. Instead, it comes with the fiber in the Core 3 or the Core 4. The daily program that comes with the Parasite 40-day now does not contain a second bottle of amino acids. So the new package that I personally will be promoting most often, and this is kind of what we were promoting previously, and with the special from last month that came with the extra Biomedic and everything, this is that package, and it's called the 40-Day Ultimate Nutrition Pack. And that one comes with the Core 4 of aminos, shake, cherry, and Biomedic, all of our favorite products, and it comes with the Parasite Cleanse, the 10-day Parasite Cleanse. So, and that also comes with Biomedic, I believe. That one is $4.19 with retail. And so when you take the $50 off, so it's $20 more than all the other packages that like don't have the aminos or don't have the Biomedic or don't have. This one has everything that we want, and it's slightly more expensive. So with the $50 discount, it's $380 something. Sorry, my brain is still turning on. But that is the package right there. I'm so excited. I feel like that just kind of opened up a whole thing for me. When I'm prospecting people, I send them the link from iShop Purium to the package that I personally think is going to be the best for them. I do not send them to iShopPurium.com and tell them search for this, search for that, look around. I send them the link to the page, and I'm so excited to just be able to send that link to that page, unless it's an athlete or unless it's, someone who like really, really, really wants to do that metabolic or the ultimate fat burning or whatever. Personally, this is my recommendation for most people. Juan, it's the 40-Day Ultimate Nutrition Pack. I already typed it in there, and Monica posted a post in the Bliss Ohana with a link to it as well. So, so there's my little announcement tirade there, getting you guys all up to speed here. And with that, I would love to open up the lines and just hear from people about, whatever's on your mind, most especially in relationship to approaching and talking to influencers, asking questions. What's been working for you? I know there's a few of you, Marianne, many of you have been really bringing this to the attention of a lot of people who are in that stream. So I'd love to hear from you guys, and the lines are open.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
That's great to know about that pack, because I'm signing a new person up today right after this call. And so I will look at that pack, but it sounds like that one does have 2 bottles of aminos. I had just noticed yesterday that other Parasite one didn't have 2 bottles of aminos, so we were going to add one in. But I'm just curious. I would, since you represent us to, Dave Litter, the company, to maybe let them know, because I know I can't operate without 2 bottles of aminos a month. It's got to be in order to get at least 2 doses a day. So it seems important for almost all the packs that are a cleanse and then a maintenance, that at least 2 bottles of aminos
Yeah, so this is the response to the conversation that I had with David Litt about just that issue, and this is the pack. So I'm not going to be talking to him about it again. He created an extra pack for basically for me, for us, for our team, because I said this is what my team needs.
Okay,
so
great.
They're not going to be adding more aminos into any of the other packs.
Okay, well then thank you so much. And then I heard you say that you are sending people to a page about each pack, because so far I'm sending people videos from the phone app and then to Core 3 Nutrition and tagging them. But what is this sending them to a page? I don't.
So the direct link. So yes, everything that you're doing, all the tools that you're using are correct. Using the app, sending the videos, adding them into the Facebook groups. And when I have somebody who's ready to purchase, I don't just send them to the website ishoppurium.com and say, search for this, right? I actually send them the specific link to the package, meaning I go, like, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to search for 40 days. I'm on iShopPurium. I search for 40 day. I click on the 40-day Ultimate Nutrition, and then I take that page. I'm going to post it. Oops. I'm going to post it right here. So I send them, instead of just ishoppurium.com, like generic, go there and navigate the website yourself to this pack, I actually send them the URL of the specific products that I want them to see and look at.
Awesome.
Does that make sense?
Okay, thank you. And then do you, because I'm going to do this right after this call, so I want to follow your coaching. Are you on with them? I was thinking that I'm supposed to have them go onto the website. I'm looking at it over here, and then I'm guiding them to go in, and then walking them step by step so they don't make a mistake.
Yes. Yeah, that's also, it kind of just depends, like, when they're actually ordering. And that's the thing, is now with the website the way that it is, ideally we don't have to spend an hour walking somebody through, okay, now go to this page, okay, now go to this page, okay, now hit this, because we're worried that they're going to like mess up their gift card code or something's going to go wrong. I mean, ideally, you've done all the work, you've gotten them all set up with the videos, you've moved them through the tools, they're in the space, they're like, okay, I'm ready to buy, you've gotten them on a connect call or whatever it is, and then you can just send them, you can walk them through it. That's wonderful to walk somebody through that. And if you're, in massive action and you've got like 10 prospects and they're all like, I want to buy, you can send them the specific link to the package that you're recommending right there, and just say, click on this and here's my gift code. And
okay, so you went to that page and that's how you got this link that you just gave to us. You went onto the page and then I kind of relearned yesterday that, and maybe this is useful for other people, that as they're going through the buying process, they're adding what they want to buy to the cart. And then when they go into the payment process, that's when they're asked for the gift code.
Correct.
At the end. Yeah, that was surprising to me. Okay, thank you very much.
Sweet. Thanks, Deborah. Anybody else have any influencer related questions? Amy Purcell, I see your hand is up. I'm not sure if you meant to have that up, then floor is yours, and if not,
I have a question.
What's up, Linda?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
I just a quick one, and I'm totally cool with everything that's transpiring, and I think it's great. And I love what you said about you're not in business to get a discount, you're in business to make money, and I love that. So with that question, I was under the impression that they would accept more people, but not now. Is that an incorrect statement?
Sorry, if they, what was the question again? Sorry.
If they're not enrolling any people now, currently, they have put a stop to that. So is it never going to happen again, or
is it? There's no more health professionals.
Okay.
Going to get enrolled.
Okay. I didn't get that impression last night, but yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
you for
so
that clarification.
they're really trying to phase out that. I mean, there was the original plan was they were going to give a 90-day window and then completely end the professional program. And then we had more discussion and we decided to do it this way. But yeah, there's going to be other perks for professionals. There's going to be, okay, Erica, I'm not sure about that. I think that people who are grandfathered in are still going to be able to receive the 35% if they're ordering $400 a month. And if you don't order $400 for a certain month, you can have that discount can go away and never come back. So they are really wanting to reduce that and replace it with something that's going to be much better, again, for professionals to be able to leverage what we have, teach them to leverage what we have so they can make more money rather than just being like, oh yeah, because what happens, you guys, with the professional program is that you only get, there's less payout because that discount is higher. And maybe some of you guys don't realize this or understand, but it's kind of, I don't completely understand it even after all this time, but basically when someone is a professional in your downline, that person's commissions only get paid up 4 levels. They don't go up the full 8 levels. So if you've got professionals in your downline, most of them, unless they're in your top 4 levels, you're only getting paid, you're not getting paid on them. You're not getting paid any commission on anything that they're. So in trade-off for that discount, partly they have to pay out less commissions. So that's another reason is it's not fair to have someone who's, again, like not really a health pro. Maybe they took some certificate like 10 years ago. They're not using it. They don't have any clientele. They're just getting a bigger discount and you're not getting any commission on them. And it just became like something that basically was getting abused. It wasn't the original reason for that was so that people with legitimate practices who were retailing on the shelf could get a lower price so that they could retail. And probably like 1% of all the professionals were actually using it in that way. And everyone else was just like, ooh, I mean, I know people would even just like make up fake certificates and print them off from the internet, be like, I'm a massage therapist. Because when you have that type of discrepancy in what some people are getting as a discount, what other people are getting as a discount, and there's not a really rigid, strict way of monitoring it, there's just a whole lot of, it's just the nature of the game. Like people are going to do what they can to get the cheaper price, even if they're not really in like the letter of the law. So I think, let's just be really, I want to honor and appreciate all of the health professionals who are part of this team and part of this company, because I personally very, very, very highly value professionals and practitioners. And, we're going to make this better for everybody, especially for the professionals. So just, let's join hands and thank the professional program for all the wonderful things that it brought into our lives and lay it to rest, because we're in a new phase and we're in a new model. And this is the best way for that model to work well for everybody. So, and I can, so the professional discount change is happening February 1st. Everyone's going to go to 35% February 1st. Yeah, and Anne, if you want to talk personally about this, I'd be happy to get you up to speed.
I heard on the phone call last night they're extending it to the end of February.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't on that call. Perfect. So there is an email, the Monday email that went out, that goes out every Monday. The weekly Purium, week in Purium, whatever, has all the information about the change in the professional in that email. No, Deborah, that's just the professionals. Just the professionals. Everyone else is at 25%. So I can see this is a topic that unsurprisingly, is bringing up some questions, and that's great. And I want to make sure everyone's on the same page. And I did want to, bring this into our mastermind just so that we can kind of, again, like I said, like move through it and move into the next phase of what's happening. That being said, okay, March 1st. Okay, great. I didn't hear that. I wasn't updated on that in the FAB. So, okay, so you have until March 1st to get your 45%. I'll buy all that stuff. If you're a health professional and you want to maximize, now is the time to go and stock up on a bunch of stuff. And if you are not getting the emails, then you need to go into your settings, your account settings, and make sure that you are subscribed to the emails, and then you should be able to get them. And I'm not sure, it seems like something happened with this last one that a lot of people didn't get it, so I'm going to check on that and see if they can resend it. But yeah, and also in other news, you guys, I am again going to be on the field advisory board, and so is Skylar. So you will all be very, very, heavily represented, and that's a great position. I love the FAB. It's really, really awesome to be able to have a voice, and, we are all working really hard to make Purium the best that it can be and to support everybody to find the kind of success that you're looking for, from the microcosm to the macrocosm, from Dave and Amy all the way down to like our little, masterminds and like our, everything. It's all, that's the foundational principle of this company is mission-based, meaning that we are here not for the bottom line, although that is helpful, but that we are here, and Dave and Amy pour almost all the revenue that they get from this company, almost everything that they make, they put right back in. They have like a direct funnel right back into the company. So they're always improving things. And, it's a really great place to be right here, right now, with the type of heart and vision that we're all connected by. So we have a couple more minutes. If anyone has any other comments, questions, or shares about, let's see if we can. Hey, what's up?
Hi, I was on the call last night, and although I'm not a health professional, I do want to add that I had a lot of interest in taking the, Dave's Academy, and I've met him personally, and I think, he's all heart. And he mentioned on the call last night how dear to his heart that program is, and that it, although the changes can be difficult for those who were, really appreciating that discount, that he's committed to supporting those people with more education, more support beyond just how to monetize the opportunity, but also how to help heal and, promote the mission. And I was so encouraged by that I'm still really interested in taking that course. So I just wanted to share that it ultimately sounded like a real win for everyone, and in particular, decentivizing the Amazon phenomena, which is just ultimately going to make it so much better for all of us, and including those people that the health professionals are making brand partners. So that's one way to think of it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Juan. Yes. And of course, the reason that that they first created this program is because, health professionals are people who are helping people heal, right? Like that's already their mission. And so again, kind of going back to like what I was sharing about that when we already have a large group of people that we're helping, that we're supporting, and we can give them another layer of support where we are actually supporting them to heal on a deeper way, on all these like that we can really transform lives. We can support health professionals to transform lives, and that's kind of, again, like even rolling it back to the beginning of the call where we're talking about influencers. We're talking about people who we personally can link with and that we can expand our reach. Meaning if I have, you know, a person on my team who already is working with 10,000 people online as a coach, or, you know, 1,000 people with their health clinic, you know, who are already coming to them for nutritional advice, and I can work with that one person who's connected to 10,000 people, then all the energy that I'm putting in, and this is kind of the visual that I'm going to leave you guys with, this is one of my favorite ones, is, you know, those little faceted crystals in the window, you know, that the sun catchers, like if I have a flashlight and that's the only energy that I have is what comes out of this flashlight, and I take that flashlight and I shine it at the wall, that wall is going to absorb my energy. If I shine that flashlight at a sun catcher in the window, my energy is going to be exploded out and refracted out, and it's going to be magnified, and it's going to be able to touch way more people. And that is the idea of leverage, right? And leverage can be seen as a monetizing thing. It can also be seen as an opportunity to increase our own energy and be able to create massive change on this planet in hundreds and thousands and millions of lives of people who are currently dying because of the food that they're eating every single day, and suffering. And that really is, you know, the foundation of this company is to support an end to human suffering. It's to support people to end their suffering. And that's why I'm here. And I think that's why most of you are here. And you know, my desire is to help you guys do that more efficiently and more effectively, so that we can all help each other better and help ourselves, and like have what we need, and not be like, you know, oh my gosh, like slave to my practice. Okay, like I'm going to be 80 years old and still dragging my massage table around, you know, until I die, right? Like there's other ways. Thanks, Siri. Appreciate you. There's other ways, right? So we have a better way. And thank you, Juan, for bringing that in, because, you know, it really is like this mission, this company is here for a big reason. And I appreciate all of you who are here in unity with that and holding that, because we got a lot of amazing working and playing to do together. So with that being said, I got to close out the call because I have an appointment. I will be available a little bit later if anybody wants to connect with me personally about the professional thing. I know that, you know, we just have to kind of like get that all cleared through, and have a beautiful day, you guys. If you're not already part of the Diamond Group and you want to be, reach out to me. I'd love to have you in there. And of course, I cannot wait to see you all in Kauai. Kauai is going to be the single most powerful thing that you can do to launch your business this year. So love you all. Enjoy your day. And we will talk soon.
Bye.
Aloha.